how to deal with panic attacks. Panic attacks are pretty much when you are in the panic attack, you can't do anything about it. You just have to breathe through it. And every time I see that in the panic attack, this process works wonderfully. And this process is of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So every time you're in the panic attack, the first thing that you have to do is you breathe and breathe and breathe. Because in the panic attack, what happens is your breath chokes, right? So you breathe, you just lie down, you just breathe. And the breathing that I taught just now, the Saman Pranayam, you keep breathing and you keep breathing and you keep breathing. So that's first thing that you do. And the next step is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Once you've settled in your breath, then you look at the 5 things that you can see. 4 things that you can touch. 3 things that you can hear. 2 things that you can smell. And 1 thing that you can taste. The moment you start paying attention to this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in circuits, your brain will go into thought interruption. And the moment the pattern interruption happens, you will start seeing that the panic attacks are settling down. But pretty much into the panic attacks, you got to first only focus on breathing. That is the only way to kind of sail through it, go through it. Just lie down, breathe, 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 and just know that this is not permanent. This is not going to last. This is momentary and this is going to pass. I know during that period it feels like, oh my God, this is the end of life. But it's not. You know it. If you're getting panic attacks, then it has happened earlier too. So as much you will start working. See, this is during the panic attack, right? But how to not get the panic attacks? So how to not get the panic attacks is there are so many ways that you can work on your anxiety. There are so many ways that you can work on your thoughts, and you can learn to interrupt your thought patterns. You can learn to become the observer of your thoughts. And when that starts happening, but it doesn't happen overnight again. It needs work. You need to take help from a professional if you are someone who is an anxiety patient. And you need to work one-to-one sometimes with a person to get over that issue. But it's all worth it at the end of it, because if you have anxiety and you have panic attack disorders, then it's very tough to go through life. And there are so many things that you learn to compromise, and so many things that you adjust with, and so many things you don't take up because you're scared all the time that if I take this up, it's probably I will not be able to handle it. So my suggestion is go to somebody who can help you. And don't do just, few things. Just go all the way. Work with this person. I'm telling you, this is going to be the worth investment in your life. Remember that when you are in the battlefield, you fight the war. But to fight that war and win the war, you have to prepare before the battle. Right? You never train during the battle. You train before the battle. So you cannot deal with a panic attack when you are in it, but you start dealing with a panic attack before you get one. And it's a training that you have given to your brain. If you're not born with a panic attack, you don't have to live with a panic attack. It's not a genetic disorder. Or even if it is, it can be transformed. Your brain has learned a pattern to create the panic. It has got a chain reaction. If your brain has got into the habit of this chain reaction, you can unlearn this habit and you can retrain your brain for a different habit. So it's very much possible. Just focus and work on yourself with the help of an expert and you will get over it.